action. We got 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 woo. We got action. We got action. We got woo. We got action. Now we got action. We got woo. You are now tuned in to Intellectually Petty Radio. Hey, yo, Jobs. We got action, homie.
And you are now tuned into another episode of Intellectually Petty Radio, brought to you by M3S3 Clothing, Men Make Moves and Suckers Stand Still, and as always, on the mighty Nerd DJs Radio Network. You already know, week after week, day after day, minute after minute, we only rock with legends around here, and today is absolutely no exception. We have the queen herself, Angela Davis, one of the most beautiful voices your ears and your soul will ever hear in the history of mankind and vocal cords. We have Miss Angela Davis in the building. How you doing, Queen?
Hey.
Hey.
I'm doing good. I'm doing great.
How's your family?
They are doing well. My 4-year-old daughter's just growing and thriving. My family, friends, we're all doing great.
So you just got the one daughter?
Yes, I just have one daughter.
Oh, what was it like when you first held her? What's your first thought?
My first thought was just like, wow, I can't believe she's actually here. Because when I first found out I was pregnant, I was very scared. Like, obviously as a mother, like, oh, I hope my pregnancy is healthy and she's healthy and all of that. And then when she finally got here and she was, big and healthy, head full of hair, crying, I'm like, oh, we made it. Thank you, God. So, yeah, just a really big blessing.
Biggest lesson about motherhood. Matter of fact, hold on. Biggest lesson that your mother tried to teach you that you didn't understand until you had a baby?
Oh, that's a good one. My mother said, as a mother, you'll never stop worrying. And I'm like, no, that's just you. You just worrisome because, you are, have a worried nature. But yeah, I worry about her a lot, because, she's little now. So I worry about the little stuff. Like, is she going to hurt herself, fall and scrape her knee? Is she okay? Is she, healthy when she goes to the doctor? Things like that. But I know the feeling. I know that this is not going to go away. I'm going to worry about her and her well-being for the rest of my life. So yeah, you were right, Mom. Sorry.
Yeah, you absolutely do. And not only that, then you worry about your grandkids.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Yep. One day that's going to come too. So yep.
It just gets worse. Trust me, I know. Oh my God. So when did you realize that you could sing?
So I was about 3 years old. I listened to some of the greats, Nita Baker, Luther Vandross, Stephanie Mills. My parents would listen to them, and I was just captivated by their voices, by their musicality. And I was like, I want to do that. Like, I didn't know as a kid, what that was called, but I was like, whatever they're doing, I want to do this. And so I was just singing wherever I could around the house. My mom noticed my talent and bought me a little tape recorder so I could listen to my little tapes and of my favorite songs. And I was practicing and singing to my dolls because they were my audience. And yeah, I just knew I'm doing this. Like, this is what I want to do. This is magical. I got to do this.
First time in front of an audience.
First time in front of an audience, I was in 5th grade. Like a big audience, 5th grade. It was our Christmas concert. I was in the Glee Club and I was singing "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas," and I was so nervous, but it went over really well.
What school was that?
It's closed now, Detroit Public Schools. It was called Detroit Open, but it's closed now.
Yeah. Where was that at?
It was on Frisbee off of 7 Mile and Telegraph.
Oh, so
yeah.
Because I grew up on 7 Mile and Southfield, so you.
Oh, okay, yeah, not far from there at all. Yep, I went there from kindergarten to 8th grade. It was a K-8 school.
Really?
Very, very cool school. Very innovative. They believed in kind of like the Montessori learning, like learning through exploration and things like that. So I learned a lot at that school. But rest in peace, Detroit Open School.
Oh, I'm surprised you didn't go to Taft.
No, I didn't. A lot of people when I left Detroit Open and went to high school, I went to Renaissance High School. A lot of people came from Taft and Bates Academy
Mm.
and Go Lightly. So I learned about the other schools, but nope, I went to Detroit Open.
One of my daughters went to Renaissance.
Okay, yeah, go Phoenix.
I know she like grew up. Like when she got there, she was like really shy, and she took this dance class. And yo, I remember me and my ex like, this is not gonna go well. Like, but it ended up changing her life. She turned into who she is, the woman that she is today.
Good.
It was amazing. Um,
Yeah.
what were you? Were you shy, or were you always an outgoing type of person?
So I was definitely very shy as a young child. So that's why I'm sure you're probably wondering, like, dang, what happened between the age of 3 and fifth grade? But I was so shy about singing in front of people for a while. Like I kept having imposter syndrome, like, oh my God, are they gonna like me? Am I really good? And can I really sing? Like I think I can. I don't know. I was just so shy and so scared of being judged in a negative way,
Mm.
but something just came over me, and I want to say the end of fourth grade going into fifth, I decided to try out for the Glee Club. I just said I'm gonna just go for it. If they hate it, oh well, I'll know not to ever do it again. But if they love me and think I sound good, then I'm on to something. So yeah, I was shy until I got into choir and Glee Club, and like I said, went to Renaissance, and that changed my life too because we traveled all over the country doing college tours with the choir. I had, solos and everything. So, yeah, the rest is history.
Ever been booed?
Have I ever been booed? No, thankfully not. But knock on
Okay.
wood. Hopefully it
Okay.
don't ever
Knock on
happen. But
wood.
I've never been booed.
Mm.
I have been told by family that they heard somebody in the audience. Not this doesn't happen often, but it happened a couple times where they be like, they said that this girl behind me was like, she don't sound that good. She ain't all that. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine.
I have been booed. If that makes you feel better. Oh
Oh
man.
wow, really?
Oh my god. Yeah, I used to rap, and
Okay.
I got booed once, and it was so bad.
Oh, that's
Oh
horrible. People are so
yeah.
cruel. Takes a
Uh,
lot of courage
I kind of
to do
deserve
what
to
we
get
do.
booed on this particular on the. It only happened once, but I kind of deserved it.
No, no one deserves to be booed. I mean, just clap and maybe think to
No,
yourself.
some
But
motherfuckers deserve to get booed. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you've seen American Idol.
you can tell by the audience's vibe though if they like you or not. I have had a crowd in the
Mm.
past that was like, they clapped, I think, just to be nice,
Little jazz
but
clap.
I was still developing my stage presence. I was just
Mm.
kind of standing there singing. So I might have sounded good, but they were just like, all right, this is kind of boring, but okay, good job. Next. So you live and you learn.
Okay, how do you develop your your when do you look do you study your tapes?
Yes, I look at my performance tapes, and I also look at, more importantly, artists that I look up to. So like Whitney Houston, Mariah
Mm.
Carey, Luther Vandross. Those are the types of artists that I aspire, to be like, because they're, the top of the top. And I'm
Mm.
like, they don't do a whole lot of, they don't dance and, do a whole lot of, you know, shucking and jiving. They command the stage with their voices, but they also do command with their interaction with the crowd, with their
Mm.
hand gestures, with their background singers, their band, things like that. So I try to emulate those, but also put my own spin to it, if that makes sense.
Is there somebody vocally that you align with more?
I would say I definitely get a lot of comparisons to Jill Scott because of not only my look, but they said when I sing her music, it just
Mm.
puts them in that vibe. And I definitely can't argue with that. Um,
That's a hell of a compliment, by the way.
I know, isn't it though? Oh
Oh
my
my
God. I'm
god.
like, wow, Jill Scott, the Jill Scott, yes. People have also said that I remind them a little bit of Beyonce when I sing. Not
Mm.
obviously I'm not a performer like her, but my voice and my tone reminds them of Beyonce sometimes. So I'm like, okay, Queen B, I will definitely take those two.
Okay, so I give you tickets to anybody in the history of ever to perform, but only one person, who would it be?
They can be alive or passed away.
Yes, ma'am.
That's so tough. But I would have to say if I could see anybody that uh probably it's kind of tough. Probably Michael Jackson, just because he's so like amazing in terms of he could do everything: dancing, singing, producing, stage, the stage development, making
Mm-hmm.
up the stages and all that kind of stuff. I would have loved to have seen him, do his thing. But
Mm-hmm.
also very close because I'm a vocalist and I love, those smooth crooning vocals. I would have loved to have seen Luther Vandross too.
That would have been crazy.
Ugh.
Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I probably would prefer Luther over Michael Jackson.
That's why I said they very close
Yeah,
because it's like they're both legends for completely different reasons.
yeah,
So yeah.
yeah. I kind of want to see, just a more pure voice.
Yeah.
And
I feel that.
actually, Tina Marie.
Oh, okay. Look at you. Yeah, that's a classic right there. Yep.
Oh my God, man! Me and my girl listen to Portuguese Love.
Mm. Oh God, yeah. And I mean, come on. And obviously Whitney, if I choose a woman, Whitney Houston, because she was the voice. Like I would want to see her in her prime. In her prime.
She had the voice, but I don't know if I like the catalog.
What? Okay, I don't know. I can't agree with that.
Oh
That woman
man!
had so many. She had pop songs, R&B songs, gospel songs.
And see, I don't want to hear all that other shit.
If the breakup songs, the you did me wrong songs, like she had it all. So I
Like,
would want to see that.
I would go see Mary J. Blige before I went to go see Whitney Houston.
Well, I want to see both. But I'm going to see Mary J. Blige in March. I think she's going on her tour next year. I want to see her. She's coming to Detroit in March. I want to say so. I definitely want to see her.
And not
That is
vocally. Like Whitney, like, got one of the purest voices in the history of ever.
yes, yes.
But as far as song choices for a particular artist, I don't know if there's anybody better at picking music for herself than Mary J. Blige.
Oh yeah, she is good at that.
Yeah, like she just, man, she.
Yeah, I I heard a little story that she told, or someone told, Ja Rule told about her, the song he did with her, "Rainy Days." He said
Mm-hmm,
that was actually meant. He was pitching that to TLC, but she
mm-hmm,
overheard the song
mm-hmm.
and was like, "Oh no, I need that song. I need that's me." And he basically, I guess, listened to her, and it became a big hit. So she definitely knows what's good for her.
Do you write? Do you write
I
yourself?
do. I do. I write. I've written songs with my mother, who's
Mm-hmm,
also an amazing writer. She writes a lot of screenplays and stories and things like that. And so she obviously supports my music and everything. So she wrote some music with me. We wrote music together. We've been writing for several years. One of my
mm-hmm.
songs called Value of a Woman is pretty popular, and we wrote that song together. And I write a lot of my own lyrics. I work with a lot of different great, amazing Detroit producers, and they give me great tracks, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm feeling this, and I just write what I'm feeling.
Is there a particular lane that you have?
I would definitely say R&B. I'm definitely soulful, sultry, kind of that grown and sexy vibe.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me. Like I said, that's why people kind of say Jill Scott when they think of me, because she definitely is that, grown and sexy, R&B, jazzy, neo soul. That's my lane for sure. I love that type of music.
What do you listen to that would surprise me?
That will surprise you. Oh, I love Selena, which is, she's definitely the singing Spanish. I definitely love her music. Um, I guess Ariana Grande, but she's kind of soulful too, but she's more on the pop side. Pink, I like Pink a lot.
Very, very, very underrated artist.
Yeah, she's amazing. And her shows when she be twirling and spinning and singing while she's doing that, yeah, out of this world.
And
Out
the
of this world.
diversity, the range that she has,
Hmm.
crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
She can sing pretty much anything. Yeah.
Yeah, oh my God. Oh, well, matter of fact, best concert you've been to?
Beyonce, for sure.
Is
Yeah.
it the energy or is it
Everything, her singing, her energy, her dancing, her whole crew. She has like a full the biggest band you could possibly think of, every type of horn, every type of instrument, her dancers, her background singers, her intermissions or like her little interludes between
mm,
while she's changing outfits to do the next set are cool. Like she just got it, she got it on lock.
I
I
was
mean, you
not the
hate people love to hate her, but she's that she that chick.
I was not the biggest Beyonce fan. And then
Hmm.
one day I just randomly was flicking the channels and her concert was on. And so I
Mm,
stopped and watched it and I'm like, yo, I don't know if I've ever seen anybody work as hard
yeah.
as her.
No, I think the only person that come is that worked harder would be Michael Jackson. Like he's here and she's like she on his heels.
Oh, you never
She
seen MC Hammer?
no, I haven't seen him in
Oh,
concert.
you
Definitely the
gotta go
videos.
watch some of his tapes because he's right there.
Okay,
Yeah. Only difference is she does it
he
in
not
heels.
singing.
No, no, she does it in heels, and that's
Yes,
that's crazy.
that's
Like
tough.
those dance routines. I'm like, dude, how are you not breaking your ankles?
Exactly, because she
Wow.
work hard. She will rehearse till she can't no more. She is the hardest working woman in showbiz right now, for
I would
sure.
not doubt that. What do you have new coming up?
So I have a few shows coming up to end out the rest of 2024. I have
Mm,
three shows in December. One is on the 8th. I'm going to be singing a Motown set at Painting with the Twist in Roseville.
okay.
And that show is, well, I'm not singing the whole time. That event is from 3 to 6:30. They're going to be making candles. There's going to be a food truck, and then I'm going to be performing a Motown inspired set. So that's December 8th. December 13th, I'm singing at a cool new speakeasy called Miss Eva's Detroit on Grand River. I'm doing two shows, one at 7:30 and one at 9 p.m. It's
Okay.
gonna be me and my band performing original music and covers. And then on December 19th, I'm a part of this big spectacle called Holiday Detroit with multiple amazing artists and dancers, just a big production. We are doing holiday music, but we're also doing different genres of music, and there's lots of different dance routines and everything. So it's a big show. It's going to be at the Music Hall,
Oh
downtown
yeah.
Detroit, on December 19th, and the show is at 7:30 p.m. And you can get your tickets at holidaydetroit.com.
So what do you do when you're not on stage? What do you do for a
I
living?
do so much, you'd be surprised. So I'm actually a school teacher by day.
Wow.
People that learning about me are like, what? Like, how are you doing these two big careers like back to back like that? Well, I do it because I love it, and yeah, I
You
guess
love
God. Yeah,
kids?
I do love children. I do.
Oh, I
I
hate the
love children.
kids.
You hate now.
Oh,
I
I hate
don't
the
like
kids.
the politics of education because obviously there's a lot of
Yeah.
paperwork involved, and you got to do meet all the requirements, and all that stuff gets kind of icky. But actually working with the kids and seeing them, you know, progress and do well, that's definitely rewarding.
What grade do you teach?
I teach sixth grade. Yeah, I teach
Oh
sixth
wow.
grade, and I'm a resource room teacher. So I work with my, special needs students, helping them, get where they need to be, getting their grades where they need to get them so they can, progress.
So you got the patience of like some type of saint then.
I wouldn't say that. I do have patience, but they test me sometimes. Obviously, I work because of their special needs. They need to work in smaller groups, so I
Mm.
definitely only work with a small group of students at a time. So that does help in the patience department for sure.
Ooh, Lord. Oh, and I'm not sure who Experience is on YouTube, but shout out to them.
Hey, that's my girl. Yes.
I'm about to say,
Hey.
but apparently she's a big fan.
Yes, that's my girl. Love her. She has a great YouTube channel as well. She's funny. She's a
Okay,
comedian.
what's better, performing live or performing in the studio?
Oh, live all day, baby. Because you get the vibes and the energy of the audience. There's nothing like it because I mean, in the studio, yes, you get to be creative, you get to make your own music and watch it come to life, which is beautiful. But oh, it's nothing like being on stage and singing, and then maybe seeing the audience move and groove with you, and then maybe getting them to sing along with you, and they singing with you, and it's just a vibe.
Your
Hearing the
favorite?
people cheer, all that, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. Your favorite song to cover?
Oh God. So I probably would say two. So slow song would be At Last by Etta James, just because
Okay.
it's a classic and it crosses all generations. Like pretty much no matter if it's a young crowd or older crowd, they're gonna love that
Really,
song.
the young crowd loves that song.
Not like super young. I'm not talking like teenagers, but like,
Okay.
20 somethings. Yeah.
Really?
They appreciate because remember Beyonce made it back popular when she covered it like maybe 10 years ago or so when she was in that Cadillac
Hmm.
Records movie that
Oh
they
yeah.
did.
Yeah.
So they definitely, people definitely know that song and they appreciate a good rendition of it. And then uh another great song I love singing. Go back to your girl. I like Mary J. Blige a lot, and I get a lot of good response when I do music by her. So like My Life,
Oh, classic.
Be Happy,
Oh,
basically any Mary J. Blige throwback goes over really well with the crowd.
I mean,
And Jill Scott's music too. I love doing hers as well.
I think Mary J. Blige made moments in women's lives music.
Mm,
A guy broke up with you that you really love. Mary J. Blige got a song.
yep.
You know,
Yes.
you
Not
you
gonna
met
cry.
right. You met that special guy somewhere. Mary J. Blige got a song, and then
Yes.
and then guys like appreciate what she's doing and can understand and can feel the soulfulness in what she don't have the best voice, but it's something about
No.
her singing some shit that just it's just different.
Yeah.
You
You're
know.
right. Yeah, you feel the pain in her
Yeah.
voice, like when
Yeah.
she sings about stuff.
Yeah.
That's what people always say. Like you hear that like that agony and that pain in her voice, especially that My Life album. You knew she was going through some things.
It just seems like love is just not in her cards.
No, I can't stand with that husband. Oh, that husband of her, that ex-husband. He was a mess.
Well, she chose him.
Yeah, but dang, ugh. He just a clown. Get out of here. Trying to get more and more alimony from your wife. Get a job. Get your own money. Yuck.
Okay, women do that all the time, so we're not gonna go there.
Anyway, yeah, we can go there though. But yeah, no,
Go,
I mean,
go.
it's one thing, okay, but I feel like if you cheat, because he cheated on her with whoever. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
that should make alimony null and void. Because you're the reason this marriage is over. You're the reason this is all over. So goodbye, sir. Go on about your business and get your own money.
I would agree with you 1,000%. If you are the reason for it breaking up, you should be able to walk away with absolutely nothing.
Yes, women and men. I'm not
Yeah,
being
yes,
sexist.
that's what I'm about to say. That card is on both sides,
I
but
agree. I
I'm not
totally
with
agree.
no dude really, just marrying a chick for her money. I think that's just wrong,
Yeah.
and vice versa.
And
So,
vice versa. Yeah, you
yeah.
should love the person for who they are. But yeah,
Also,
unfortunately, that's not always the case.
have you ever had your heart broken?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Ha-
Yes.
What, how do you get over it?
The way you get over it, I mean, definitely music definitely helps. And then also just time, as that cliche saying, time heals all wounds. Because over time you'll begin to realize like that person really wasn't all of that, all they were, hyped up to be. And then I think back now on people that I like cried over years ago. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
why did I cry over this fool? He was nothing. He was a clown. Like, what was wrong with me? So yeah. And then you leveling up too, like keeping yourself busy and
Mm.
continuing to prosper in your endeavors is definitely helpful because I know a lot of times you sitting around just kind of thinking about it, that's going to make you more depressed. But if you know, working and grinding and following your dreams, that'll keep you occupied. And then you eventually start to say, what was I crying about? Oh,
See, I'm too petty. I kind of
you,
I want the rest of your life to be miserable.
ooh,
If I see your ass out in public, I want you to be on the bus stop with one shoe on.
ooh,
You know,
damn.
I want.
Wow.
If I see you at the grocery store, I want you to have a black eye. I don't know why.
Yikes.
I want life to be fucking you up because you fucked me over. I just want it to be horrible.
Maybe initially, but eventually you gotta let that junk.
No, not
You gotta let
immediate.
that junk go. You gotta let
That
it go.
20 years from now, if I see you and you down bad, I'm laughing.
I mean, okay, you might chuckle like, yeah, God, don't play about me. I definitely think that about certain people because there are people that there are people that, you know, that did me wrong and, you know, no names, obviously. But when I look at where they are now versus where I am, I'm like, ooh, yeah, God really don't play about me because ooh, look at you now.
Oh, now the flip side is that I have been that person.
Mm,
I'm
mm,
there's somebody out there that still hates me. Trust me.
oops.
Yes, because I've been on. I'm not gonna lie. I've been an ain't shit dude.
Oh, well, you can't be talking then.
Yeah, well, you know what? Karma comes back on your ass, and
It
it
does.
sends you the unrecognizable, the person that you wouldn't normally fuck with, and you end up fucking with them so heavy, and they play you like a fucking fiddle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you gotta be careful about playing with
I
people's
hope she gets
emotions.
hit by a Mack truck.
Okay,
I'm
don't you
sorry.
going too far now.
That was petty. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that's super petty. I know that's the name, that's your name, intellectually petty, but yeah, no, 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 no. You going too far.
It is pain the best source for music.
Ooh, pain. Honestly, the both ends of the spectrum. Pain is good for music, and also being in love is good for music too. Think about you know, people when they were in love, like you know, Keisha Cole when she got married to I forgot his name, but the basketball player guy she got married to. She wrote some good music. Was Sent from Heaven and you know, songs that was like, "Ooh, I love this." And then you know, when she went through it, she wrote some good songs too. But yeah, I think both
Mhm.
make great music. Being in love and being just in pain and going through it.
I think being in love makes good music. Broken hearts makes timeless music.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Because we don't, you rarely remember the songs where this is dedicated to my wife and I love her. We don't remember that. But when they cheat on you 6 times and then they have a baby on the side, oh, we remember that shit.
Yeah, you do. You remember the bad times. Yeah. You got a point. You got a point, but I'm a lover. So I love songs and crooner. I love, you know, obviously by the artists I mentioned that I love, they all sing those amazing love songs. You know, Whitney Houston had a lot of great love songs, Luther Vandross, Anita Baker, you know.
Is
So
there a venue that you prefer to perform at?
a venue that I prefer. I love performing at when I can, you know, perform at formerly Shane Park, but the Aretha Franklin Amphitheater. I
Mm-hmm.
love that stage and the water behind you and the crowd is always grown and sexy. I love that. I love singing at the Aretha's Jazz Cafe. I know I keep saying Aretha Franklin, but there's so many places named after her
Yeah.
now because she's such an iconic legend. But the Aretha Franklin Jazz Cafe in the basement of the music hall is actually a really nice venue. They actually did some renovations down there, so it's
Mm-hmm.
really nice. It's intimate, it's cozy. It's just the perfect place for like an intimate live show. Um, yeah, definitely those places. Yeah, anywhere where people want to hear me sing is always fun. I just, you know, the crowd is always. I'm looking forward to singing at Miss Eva's because I keep hearing about what an amazing venue it is, even though it's just
Mm-hmm.
just opening. But I can't wait to sing there on December 13th. So yeah,
Okay, and you said you got a band.
yes.
What's the name of your band?
The band is called Class Act,
Mm-hmm.
and my MD music director is Frank Simmons. He's amazing. I call him a jukebox because he pretty much can listen to some songs and just know them. Just you be hearing him on them keys, just killing it. And I'm like, dang, how you know this song? It just came out last week. He like, yeah, I've been checking it out because it's popular. So yeah, he's dope. But yeah, so he's my MD and class act, my trio, Steve Bland on bass, Jay Real, Jay Hit, his nickname is Jay Hits. But Jarrell James on drums, and then Frank Simmons on keys, and then my guitar player, D Sabata Robinson, he's awesome as well. So yeah.
How do you go about finding the band members?
Well, I'm just lucky. I know so many dope musicians because I've, been around the scene, over a decade now. And I just rock with people that want to rock with me and that believe in me. So like um pretty much started with my drummer and my keyboard player. Like we did a lot of gigs together in the back in the day in other groups. And I just kind of let them know I want to do my own thing. I have some original music. I'm starting to write music and things, and I want to perform some of my music. Still do the covers I love, but I want people to hear me as a solo artist. And they were like, "Yeah, we want to rock with you, Ange. Like, let us know." So I told Frank, you as the keyboard player and the guy that I trust in terms of setting up the music, I, want you to be my MD. And he accepted. And then he brought on the other musicians to make the band complete. And I just went with the flow, and they've been killing it ever since. Yeah.
Your name, do they confuse you?
Yeah, all the time. They don't say Angela Davis, like, oh, is that you? But they say like, wait, you got a famous name, right? And I'm like, yes, I do. I do know. I've even gotten accused on YouTube on a video I posted. I got accused by somebody that I was clickbaiting. Like, that ain't your name. You clickbaiting to get people to watch you. I said, sir, I promise you, this is my government name. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. So it is a good and the ugly side to it. But overall, I love my name because it grabs people's attention right away. Because if you see that name, you're going to be like, wait, is that the Angela Davis? And you might get a little disappointed once you realize I'm not the Angela Davis, but then just give me a chance and listen to me. And usually they'll be like, oh, well, you're not that Angela Davis, but you the Angela Davis that
I
sings.
don't think she can sing, so.
No, so that's what's going to help me is that I'm the Angela Davis singer.
So, what was what's been the high point in your career thus far, and the low point?
So the high point, I would say, every year I feel like I just keeps getting better and better. But this year I got to sing, lift every voice and sing for the NFL draft. That was like amazing. I know, right? It's like you don't get any bigger than that. What was it like 600, 700,000 people that came down to the draft? So that was like, I can say I sang for quite a few hundreds of thousands of people for a huge event like that. So that was definitely a high point. A low point, I wouldn't say a low point. I wouldn't say a low point in terms of musically because I just kept growing. Like, obviously when I first started, I was at the lowest that I could be because I'm just getting started. Right. But I just kept getting better and, improving every year. So I feel like I've just been on a journey. It's not really been like I'm so low. Maybe from a relationship that, went bad, but that goodness came out of that because I was able to, use that negative energy and make it positive by continuing to sing and do my thing.
You ever wrote a song about somebody and they tell you they don't want you to sing it?
No, I haven't because I've never I don't reveal like, hey y'all, this song is about blah blah. I'll just say
that person's gotta know.
Now certain songs I cover, people tell me like when I sing Me, Myself, and I know I keep bringing her up, Beyonce, but when I sing Me, Myself, and I really get into that song and I do kind of go back in time thinking about the times that you had me doing this and you had me looking like a fool. And I get into it and people do tell me like, dang, I could tell you was feeling that song, huh? Like, yeah, we've all been there. Like, don't front like you've never been there. Don't front.
Oh, we all. I tell people all the time that we all get that one person that just has our nose completely open, if
Mm.
if not more. But we all get at least one person that just fucks your head up,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you may not be able to explain it, but they do a number on you.
Yep. They do. They
And
do. It's like,
sometimes we are that person that does a number on somebody. So
yeah, I don't think I have. I feel like I've been, and I know I'm coming off as like a goody two shoes, but I try to be real with people in terms of love and people's
mhm.
heart because I don't want anybody to hurt me, so I don't want to hurt anybody else.
So you ain't never broke nobody's heart.
I have. I've broken up with someone and it was really hard. It was really hard to do, but I think I've saved them from heartbreak because if I had just continued to pretend like this was working out, that would have hurt them more than just saying, "Hey, this isn't working for me. I'm not getting what I need out of this relationship, so I got to walk away." That definitely hurt them, but I
Hmm.
think if I had stayed and just, faked it and just pretended like, oh, I'm happy, but I'm not, that would have hurt them more in the long run.
Oh damn! Did he cry?
No, not to me, he didn't. But he definitely was like he had a look of defeat on his face,
Oh
like,
yeah.
like, yeah.
Oh, crying over a woman is the absolute worst
It is.
because
Wow. Okay. Why is that?
because
Why
we
is the
are
crying over a woman versus something else the worst?
we aren't expected to do that,
Mm.
and it surprises you. Yeah, what the fuck? What are these? Like, and you realize, oh shit, like and usually it's too late.
Yeah, it is because a woman, like we do, and it's so true. Like a woman will tell you in so many ways, like, "Hey, I need this. I need this from you. Like, spend more time with me. Just give me a little bit more of your time, or be a little bit more affectionate with me." And you be like, "All right, baby. All right. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it." And then nothing changes, or it changes for a couple days, and then it goes back to the way it was. And after a while, you just kind of be like, "All right, I'm tired of this. It's
Yeah.
time to move on."
Now I'm in the fetal position, crying and shit. I don't know. I don't know how to. I don't know who I'm supposed to call.
Yeah, I mean,
And my mother go.
sorry.
My mother. Well, nigga, you brought that on yourself.
Do
And I
it,
try
do
to
right.
tell you.
Do right by your next woman. When your next woman come around, do her right.
But unfortunately, I think women get it a lot earlier, and we have to stair step our way into a good man.
Yeah, and it kind of hurts too. I will say, like, even if you break up with someone because they weren't giving you what you need, but then you see them eventually
Yeah,
move on and they do the things you wanted them to do with someone else. It's like, oh, okay, I guess I wasn't good enough for you then, huh?
yeah, yeah.
Mm,
And,
that
and,
hurts.
but the crazy part is, it's not you.
It's me. It's not you. It's me.
But it's no, it's the other person for whatever reason brings something different out of them.
Yeah, that's true.
So we tend to take ownership of shit that we shouldn't because it's hard not to. You see
Yeah.
somebody do, I've been asking you this for 10 years, and you've been with that bro for 6 months, and you doing all this shit.
Exactly. That junk hurt. Like, wow, why wasn't I good enough for you to give that to me? Dang.
Sometimes it's the way she listens.
Yeah.
It's the little,
Whatever.
it's
So,
it,
no, you're right. You're right.
it ain't it don't feel. Trust me, I've been there too. Men go through it. When you see your ex that you really really love with some other nigga, and you're like, oh, what this nigga got that I don't got? Well, he's still driving an Altima. Like it ain't like he got a Benz. Like.
True. Yeah, that's true. But hey, I guess it is what it is. Basically, what's meant to be will be. If it wasn't meant to
Absolutely.
be, it's not gonna work. But if it's
Yeah.
meant to be, you'll work it out.
So so what does the future hold for you? What do you
Ooh.
want in the next 5 years, career wise?
In the next 5 years, I would like, as much as I do like working with children, I would like to make music and singing my primary career. So I would like to be able to slowly step away from teaching, and I would like to tour. I have
Mhm.
so far I've just been mainly performing in Michigan. I've done a couple of shows here and there outside of the state, but I would like to go on like a tour, on consistent small tours, like maybe a Midwest tour, and then maybe
Mhm.
go down south and do a few shows down there. Just get my name out there and spread the word about Angela Davis, and obviously recording more music. I'm releasing a new couple of new singles in 2025. So
Okay.
be on the lookout for those.
I sure will. And this is a question I ask everybody that comes on the show.
Mm-hmm.
So you're sitting on a park bench,
Oh shoot.
and God sits down next to you and says you can ask him or her one question. What would it be?
Oh my God, that's the hardest question ever. Okay, what can who I guess I would ask him, am I going to fulfill all of the dreams or the major goals that I've set for myself? Am I gonna meet those goals? But I guess
Okay.
that's kind of bad because you shouldn't cheat. You should just live your life and see what's going to happen.
There is
I
no
don't
wrong
know. Wait.
answer. But I got a caveat. This is something I never ask anybody, but I thought about this the other day.
Okay.
What if it's Satan?
I'm running.
You don't want to ask Satan a question?
I don't want to
Oh,
deal
I
with
got
the devil at
questions.
all.
Shit, I got questions.
Why are you so mean? Why don't you just make things right and, be an angel again? Figure out you could be an angel again. I don't know.
But
I have
you know
no
what?
clue.
I really want to. What happened? What made you turn against God?
I greed, one to be on top. We kind of know that.
Or I got a couple of people, that have passed that I want to know.
Oh, I would want to know, yeah, who's down there with you that I know.
Yeah, I need to know.
Okay.
Like I need a barometer of where I'm at.
Or oh yeah, or I would want to know, am I on the verge? If I was to, leave this earth anytime soon, would I be down there would I have to come down there with you?
Oh, I think he shows you. I've had a nightmare that I went to hell before. Actually, twice.
Whew.
Yeah,
Okay, I've never had those, so maybe I'm in the clear. Phew.
it was
Oh
crazy,
my
and
God.
it wasn't like what you think. It wasn't like fire and brimstone. It was like personal hell.
Yeah, okay, yeah, whatever it would be the worst situation for you.
It was crazy too, and I still remember that vividly.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's insane.
extremely insane. And I don't tell that story very often because it creeps me the fuck out.
Yeah.
Um,
Keep that
but
to yourself.
yo, like I had to wake up. My mother was living at the time.
Okay.
I had to call my mother.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
Like, yeah, yeah, she was. I was like, what the fuck did I do?
You probably it was like back to you regress to younger years, like, mommy, I had a bad dream. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even making fun of you because that's scary. That's some scary stuff.
Yo, you have no idea. Yo, I
Yeah.
got. Oh Lord, I'm gonna fuck around. See, I'm gonna be thinking about that shit tonight. Now I gotta
Mm-mm. Talk about
buy,
something else.
go buy some cognac or something. I don't know.
Right. Oh gosh, yeah. Get that out of your head for sure.
Who's your biggest supporter?
My biggest supporter. So my mother definitely is one of my biggest. My mother and my father, they've always supported me, and making sure I was getting all my choir engagements. And then when I was first starting out in the industry of like doing shows
Mm-hmm.
at like local bars and stuff, Bakers, Floods, they would come out and support me. They're, a little older now, so they don't come out as much, but they still support me. They still spread the word about me. Um, Honestly, I feel like my daughter is becoming my biggest supporter. She's very young, but she basically shows me how proud she is of me by like,
Mm.
telling me, you sound good, mommy. And she even asked me about my rehearsals, like, mommy, how'd your rehearsal go? Because I tell her like when I'm
Mm-hmm.
gone for a little while and she has to stay with her dad or her godmom or my mom or her grandma. I tell her it's because mommy's got to go to rehearsal and get ready for this show. And then she asks me about it when I pick her up, like, mommy, how was your rehearsal?
Mm.
I'm like, oh, it was great, baby. Thanks for asking. And then she looks me up She knows how to use her tablet, because this generation of kids knows technology like no other. She'll find my videos and be watching me sing. So
Really?
yes, she does. Yep. Just
Oh.
certain ones. Like I guess because it's in my history, because
Mm-hmm.
I've watched them. So she'll kind of like scroll through and find videos of me and watch them.
Is she
Yeah.
singing yet?
She is singing a little bit. She's actually more into, I could see her doing like more Broadway because she acts a lot. She does like to pretend, imaginary friend, kind of
Mm-hmm.
dramatic play thing. And then she'll just bust out into a song and then she'll dance and, spin around. So I can see her doing a little bit of everything, singing, dancing, and acting.
Have you ever considered that?
I have, but it's just so much work. I've been in a couple of local plays,
Mm-hmm.
small roles, like nothing big. Actually was in a Dennis Reed play called Caught Up and Confused in that was like 2016 or 17. I was in that play and I had a very small role and I sang a little bit. So it was like perfect. I got to sing a little bit, I got to act a little bit, and I was out off the stage. But those roles where you have to like really get into it, you're like one of the leads, singing, dancing, acting. It takes a lot of time and energy and rehearsals. And I would definitely have to be a full-time singer and
Mm-hmm.
performer and not a teacher to be able to make that work.
Yo, I don't think I have had too many people from Detroit, singers or actors or producers or directors that don't bring up Dennis Reed.
Yeah, he's big. Oh my God, he's super big now. Like when I was working with him, he was already big, but he's like exploded now with his movies and stuff that he has on Tubi. And
Crazy.
yeah, he's doing some big things. Shout out to him. He's a
Oh,
dope guy.
yo, the legacy that cat has left already, and he's still doing his thing.
He's still going strong. Yeah.
Oh my God. It, if let's say a teenager comes to you and wants advice on his or her singing career, what do you tell them?
I would tell them two things. I would say, make sure you put in the work, work with a vocal coach or, make sure you're rehearsing with your band, depending on what level they're at.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will also just say, just never give up because it can get very discouraging when you audition for something and don't get the part or don't get the call back. It can be very discouraging when you feel like your video should have got gone viral, but it didn't.
Yeah.
So you just have to keep pushing on because your moment will come. You will get the opportunity that's meant for you,
Mm-hmm.
but you can't get it if you stop. So you have to keep grinding. You have to keep working hard, being professional, making those connections in the industry with, musicians, producers, veterans that have been in the game, have a mentor if you can. If I'm not able to mentor you, reach out to someone that has been in the game for a while to like, get advice from and, break bread with because, no one can do it on their own, all on their own. You need a support system.
Yo, the ability to keep going is probably the biggest talent.
Mm,
Cause
it is.
yo, quitting is the easiest thing to do, and there's so many people that are in favor of you quitting.
Oh yeah. There's so many people that would rather see you quit and look, I told you she couldn't do it, ha, ha,
Yeah.
ha, than to see you keep, prospering and striving for your goals. So yeah, I actually was asked in another interview, has there ever been a moment where I felt like I wanted to give up? And I was like, I had to really think about it, but no, I have not ever thought about giving up because I'm just so invested. It brings me so much joy to
Mm-hmm.
sing and to perform and to get the response that I've gotten from so many people over the years. I just feel like I can't. And then I feel like what I've been given
Mm-hmm.
as a singer is a gift. And I feel like if I wasn't using my gift, it would be like a slap in the face to God. Like, hey, I gave you this gift. You should be using it. Why are you just sitting on it? Get up and do something with it. So yeah,
Mm.
can't
Yo,
give up. That's not
I
an option.
never really. I don't think I ever considered it like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I think of it.
And that,
It's-
but that's true. Like that is the worst thing is wasted talent.
mm, I agree. Yeah, because I mean, then you'll live your life, and then later on you'll have what
Regrets.
regrets. You'll be
Yes.
like, man, if I had just tried, if I had just done this, and that, I could have made something happen. And then you move on to the next life, never knowing what could have been.
And be ready because most people in entertainment will get an opportunity. Most people
Yeah,
will.
like I would have never thought in a million years that I would be approached by I mean, performing the national anthem as many times as I have. I've performed the national anthem for the Pistons, the Lions, for all the sports teams, Tigers and Red Wings, and then obviously that led having those connections led me to doing the NFL draft. So I never would have thought I would have gotten that big of an opportunity, but I did because I kept pushing. I never gave up. I kept, my integrity and my professionalism, and yeah, the rest is history.
How do you make a song that's been sang 1,000 gazillion times by a gazillion other people? How do you make that song yours?
I mean, you just well, a lot of times you'll listen to other renditions of
Mm-hmm.
it, like multiple renditions. You'll like kind of say, "Oh, I like what they did there. I like what this person did there. I like what they did there. Or I don't like what they did here. So I might do this." So you just kind of like obviously we're all influenced by multiple people. So you take kind of some of the elements that you're influenced by,
Mm-hmm.
and then you also put some of you know, your touch on it, and then you
Mm-hmm.
kind of just make it your own. Yeah. That's what I did. I know when I was getting ready to do the NFL draft, I listened to I think Destiny Child did a rendition and Jasmine Sullivan did a rendition I liked. And I can't remember who else, but it was a few other artists that I listened to, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
ooh, just taking notes about what I wanted it to sound like. And I actually sent it to my producer, sent those versions to my producers, and producer, shout out to Alexander Goss, and he created me a track, a live, very elaborate, full
Mm-hmm.
backing track of the song in the right key and everything. And yeah,
Yo, that's great. Yo, Jasmine Sullivan,
woo,
although extremely nuts.
is she though?
Oh, she's
Dang,
crazy.
I didn't know that.
However, man, can she sing?
Oh, yes, that girl is bad.
Oh my god! And I'm only saying she's nuts because of the "I broke your car window out" song.
Oh my God, that's a song.
Okay, but that's nuts.
You think she did it? No, she didn't
Oh,
do it. She
oh,
probably thought about
I'm
it.
certain of it.
A lot of times, no, a lot of times as a I know this as a songwriter, we write about things that we think about, like, ooh, what if I did this? Or what if was a fifth, we kind of write about those types
Oh,
of things.
I'm convinced she did that shit.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like that was no. She busted somebody's window out.
I don't believe she
Now,
did.
and if a man sings that exact same song, oh, the world is clowning this motherfucker.
Oh wow. Well, yeah, but I don't think she did. I mean, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I don't think she did that. I think she just wrote about a dude that did her wrong and made her so mad. And she's like, oh, I wish, if I could, I would bust the windows out your car. When I saw you laying next to that girl, ooh, I think she just was visualizing. Like sometimes even the video will be like everything they did, and then they wake up like, oh, that was a dream.
No, it's some dude out there like, yeah, she fucked up the Honda Civic.
Oh well, shouldn't have been messing
Wow.
around, nigga.
Wow. That's fucked up.
Nah, if she did do that, she wrong. She wrong if she did do that.
um, and I know you got shit to do. I know you're a busy woman. Is there anything that you want to leave with people before we wrap it up?
Yeah, so follow me on social media. So, because yeah, we didn't get into a lot of my music or me singing, but follow me on social media. I post singing
Oh,
videos
we got
all the
time
time.
though. What would you like to get
Okay.
into?
Oh,
What did
okay.
I
Well,
miss?
it's me singing. I can sing. Well, let me see. Oh, Jill Scott. I talked about how I get compared to her. you're here. I'm pleased, I really dig your company, your style, your smile, your peace mentality. Lord, have mercy on me. I was blind, now I can see what a king's supposed to be. Baby, I feel free. Come on and go with me. Let's take a long walk around the park after dark. I found a spot for us to spark a conversation, verbal elation, stimulation, share our situation, temptation, education, relaxation, elevation. Maybe we can talk about Revelations 3:17. So just a little something. But follow me on social media, y'all. I'm on
I saw it
Instagram,
myself a little bit,
Facebook,
just a little bit.
TikTok, all of that at Angela Davis
Sound
Entertainment.
great.
Thank
Oh
you.
God, I'm gonna have to play this back. No.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
I'm sorry I interrupted. Go ahead.
No,
I'm sorry.
it's okay. No, thank you. I appreciate the compliment. So yes, follow me on all social media, Angela Davis Entertainment. Check me out at one of my shows that's coming up December 8th at Paint with a Twist, December 13th at Miss Eva's Detroit, or December 19th at the Music Hall for Holiday Detroit.
And if there's anything you need us to do over this way to promote anything, let me know, and we got you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, well, I like what you're doing over there,
Thank you.
and you sound phenomenal.
Oh, thank you so
And the
much.
look, love that.
Thank you.
Yes, love the look.
Thank you
On
so
that note,
much.
I'm gonna let you get out of here. And you have a phenomenal ass day on purpose.
Oh, you too. Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure and it was fun times.
Oh, wow. And if I'm sorry if I missed anything or we didn't cover something, you let me know. Send me a nasty email or curse me out through Rita. Whatever.
No, we did everything. You gave me a time to answer a lot of great questions and obviously plug in what I'm doing and my social media. So that is what I intended to do, and I appreciate that.
Oh, no doubt. It was an honor.
Thank you. It
No
was an
doubt.
honor to be here. Thanks for the invite.
Oh, I'm gonna cry a little bit in the car. But anyway, anyway, you have a great day.
Thank
Okay.
you. Good night. Thank you.
Good night. Bye bye.
Bye.
Oh, yo, so y'all already know, man. This is Jobs. This has been another episode of Intellectually Petty Radio. Yo, shout out to Angela Davis. And my goodness, when she started singing, I had some little chills. I had to fix myself. She sounded phenomenal. And who do we have next week? Let me just make sure. Let me just hit the Google calendar. Actually, we don't have anybody because next week is Thanksgiving Day. The first week in December, we got Bev Love and Johnny Walker. And then December the 12th, we got April Lockett thus far. On that note, I know y'all don't like looking at my hat. Anyway, shout out to Experience. You used to live in Aretha Franklin, Michigan. I did not know that Aretha Franklin had a city in Michigan. That's interesting as hell. I'd like to hear about where that's at and what it's like. On that note, I'm out of here. Y'all have a great day. Peace.